Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. They sent me back.
Ooh, okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are back with Alan Wake's American Nightmare. We are in Act 2, and we have been sent back to the beginning of the game. I didn't even really register that last time. It was too late for me, and I saw the bird-like cabin, and I was like, are we back in the dark place? Yes and no. I mean, did we ever leave the dark place? But really and truly, we're here back at the very, very beginning of the game, so it looks like we have to do everything over again, potentially, and that is very interesting to me because we are in an episode of Night Springs. So maybe this is sort of the repetition that goes with being in an episode as well. So I really find this interesting. So let's just get right into it. Act 2, baby. Oh, and it saves my pages. Okay, I was a bit worried because last time we didn't get to explore anything. And I was like, well, I like accidentally stumbled in all of the right places to go and just progressed through everything, which was fine, but you know, I do like to explore, so I'm glad that we get a second chance at this.
In Bright Falls, I was constantly under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
Ooh. Got some shapeshifter shit going on. Okay. But I've got the crossbow of light and a friggin' TMP. What is this again? I don't remember. It's an automatic gun. It's awesome. We got flares. We got flashbangs. We got the flare gun. We're doing great. And we were like crazy OP in the last episode. So I'm looking forward to just straight up kicking more ass as we go. Because that was awesome. So. Oh yes, babe. Oh, I have too many flashbangs? Well, that's depressing. Good to know, I guess, it's there, but I doubt we'll come back here. Maybe it'll be waiting for us if we keep returning in Act 3 as well. It is real. Oh no. There are spiders. So we've returned, but it's worse. It is really, like, I love that kind of cyclical thing because it definitely is reminiscent of, like, TV show episodes, you know. Same breakdown. I'm all full. Talk to Emma also, so we are going to run into the same people. Now the question is everybody gonna remember us, or is it like completely reset like Groundhog Day?
What
Whoa!
the hell?
That's cool! Like, I love Alan. He's like, what the hell? Hello, sir. Bye! Submachine gun. Okay, so this is back, obviously. It is not destroyed. So, yeah, the question is, does everybody remember us? Do they remember what we did last time? Or is it all just a set piece in the story? I gotta say, it is really pretty, though. Like, not like, oh, I mean, like, this game itself is gorgeous, but, like, this view, even with all the darkness with the neon lights and stuff. I do love neon lights. I think they're really fun. Yee, exciting. Oh, you know what? Let's go this way because we didn't go this way. And maybe there's more pages. I'm like desperate to find more stuff. Oh no, we did go this way. Hello. Are y'all coming or? Bye. I was gonna shoot the thing, but then I was like, we did come this way the very, very beginning, and then I guess we went up the other way. Okay, we didn't miss anything on this side, but it serves the same purpose. To get us down here. So everything looks reset. What's over here? Anything? Ooh, ooh. Hey, whoa, what was that? Did you see that? It was a page. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna find it. It's over here. Found it. Yeah, baby. I saw it on the map and I was like, nah, now.
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys.
Oh, wow.
We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're
I was
grown-ups.
gonna say.
He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Aw, that's actually really sweet. And it's actually really interesting to know that they've actually known each other since they were kids. Like, wow, that's changes their dynamic in my head a lot. That's a very significant, like, amount of time. Honestly, I love my crossbow. I would love to have more than the two, but realistically, he's got 2 big weapons already. Alright, back to what we were doing over here. Is there anything over here? Not really. Something shiny over here. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna come over here. Because it looks like... oh yeah, I can grab it. I can't. Oh no, I can. Yay.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
That's awesome. People will always try to dig you if you're different. Just will. Because difference and change shakes what they know. And they're not always happy about that. So just do your own thing, man. I appreciate people that do their own thing. Okay, we running. I'm trying to split the difference between exploring and finding a bunch of shit, but also progressing the story, because I could literally go probably for a couple of hours and just literally explore all of the desert to go find anything but what we need to do. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of pages. And there's probably even more stuff around. Ooh. Like this. That we have definitely not found. Oh my god, I can't pick it up. We've definitely not found.
Emma? You here?
Oh, this is different. She's sitting. Hello?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
That's sane, man.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before...
You're gonna be okay. If you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
And at least we're not a terrorist. I mean, I guess, do you remember that, lady? That's really interesting, though. It's really interesting that she does not forget So she's completely aware that this happened before. She's completely aware that it's happening again and what the steps are. That's really interesting. And I don't
Just the
blame.
battery. That'll save time.
Yes, it will. And it definitely is very fascinating to see that she even got all the things that we know that she wanted. Oh yeah, so we already have this. The SMG, not the TMP. I'm in Resident Evil mode. I gotta play Hardcore Part 2, but Alan Wake takes priority right now because the second one's coming out. I want to make sure that we get it. So is everything the same? What's the TV? We watched Mr. Scratch, you know, fuck around and find out. And do we watch the same thing again? Is it different? Is it the same?
Okay.
It's different.
So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye.
It's so
So I
uncomfortable.
make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
It's so uncomfortable how close to the camera he is.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry.
About to get
It's
worse.
moving real fast.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
She doesn't hear. Is he making that noise?
Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man! Did you see her? Boom!
More than anything else, that are animals. It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers.
Man, he's the definition of a
But our
fucking
rare
psycho.
The line between fact and fiction
Are you gonna watch TV with the corpse?
and reality becomes hopelessly blurred.
Pay attention now.
Nowhere conceivably as
Oh my god, it's so... Ugh. He's such a psycho. Ugh. Oh, I want to take a shower now.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Damn, that episode's getting the biggest spin-off of its life. That's awesome, though. So this comes from something which makes sense about how easy, in a way, it is for Alan to write. I believe we need to go this way. Because the tunnel was by this thing that collapsed on us before. Not gonna collapse on us this time, is it? Nope, there's a lot of things for us. Can't carry any more things. Oh, we are full up on everything. Also the physics. I just knocked this off the barrel. Goodbye. Okay. Oh. Paige. Yeah, Paige. We found over halfway now. 12 of 21.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
Or a couple, as it Groundhog Days its way around. That's cool, though. I like that. That's awesome. Ooh, we're unfolding the story, you guys. Is there anything up here? Just real quick. I'm desperate to find things. This looks like barren wasteland. Okay, we're gonna go in the train tunnel. Oh, that's cool. You can kind of see the observatory from here. Like way up on the hill right there. That's cool. Okay, hello.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Oh, I bet there's like spiders in here. Ew. What the hell is the car doing in here? Ooh, I can hear the creepy crawlies and I'm not a fan. Is this a thing? No. What the heck? Is it a rat? Was that Remy? I don't think I can crouch. I keep wanting to crouch. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's
Now I just need her to charge this up.
That's gonna trigger a whole bunch of shit, though. Uh-huh. Oh! You were jumping. Bye! Oh, wait, I can destroy them with my flashlight. That's probably better. Although we have so much ammo, we can't pick anything up. So, I suppose it doesn't matter which one, because there's more ammo outside of the cave. Oh. A lot of you fuckers, eh? Oh. Is it flashbang time? Or I could just fry them all together. Bye! You can get them at the same time. Bye. You jumping or fried? Fried. That was so cute. Oh, there's more. Okay. Enjoy. The fact that it blew his ass back. That's great. Oh, excuse you. You got a little close. Get out of here. I'm the author of this story. And the hero. So leave me alone. Got some of that. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Whoa, my goodness. Why not? Enjoy. I have so much of this shit. And it's literally everywhere. Oh, hello. Goodbye. It gets them both. Ah! It's like dramatic and not dramatic at all. It's kind of funny, actually. Is there anything in here? So this makes a lot of sense, a lot more sense anyway. Ooh, the Magnum. Ooh. Ooh, what's it like? What's it like? We gotta take it. So that makes more sense because some of those boxes in the other areas were like 40 pages. And I was like, you gotta have to replay the whole game to be able to do that. So that makes so much more sense. Is something after me? Oh, hello. Hello, little guy. I was like, the music kicked up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but you know. Oh, hello. They move. Oh, hello. They move so slow and quiet. Aww. How you doing, buddies? Okay, they're gone. Goodbye. It's like very dramatic and not very dramatic at all. They're just little tiny guys that come running. So I don't have the key yet. I'll make sure not to jump straight into the first hotel room. Who knew, too, of all the doors for me to pick, you know what I mean? Ma'am? Let me reload first. Holy shit. Things we get in this game is kind of insane. Especially compared to the other ones.
Okay, I'll charge it.
Woo! Thank you, ma'am.
Here. Try not to get killed.
You too.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps.
I'll say, man. We've had 3 games so far to get used to it.
The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
All of us.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Back to the Future reference. I love that. Honestly, I mean, lady, you could just come with me. I mean, you're gonna be in more danger, harm's way, but you know. Oh, we gotta listen to the radio show. Gotta do it. Oh, I saw there's a page
Okay,
too.
people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend them with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me
Let's
tell
hope.
you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw to boot.
Aw.
But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, well, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on now, help a fella out. Our lines are open.
If Mr. Scratch calls at one point, I would flip my shit. Oh, no old gods either. That's interesting. Where's Barry and friends up to? I see that there's a page. It looks like it's in this room, though, and I don't believe we can get in here. Yep, there it is. Yep, until after we get the key back. So is there anything else around? Ooh, look at this. Empty pool? Ew. Reminds me of Annihilation. I'm not a fan. That's such a freaky scene. Okie dokie. I see nothing that we can get to without that key. Because all of these are locked. So we'll keep on keeping on. Go to the oil field to rewrite reality. Again. I got the Magnum this time, so let's blow everybody's torsos off if possible. Okie dokie. Shit's gonna get real. Fully stocked, fully batteried. All the stuff! Oh, that's cool. Sir. So this one just acts as a straight up gun. Obviously, as a gun. I like the crossbow better because it gets rid of them. It doesn't have that same kind of loud pizzazz that the hand cannon has in somebody coming for me in Resident Evil. Sirs. That's a one-shot kill. Got him. All of them. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So that does...
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
Literally. I wonder if our music returns and I'm gonna have to change. She's like, I'm ready this time with the satellite. So, yeah, I mean, everything is the same, right? Battery was attached. Lights, CD, yep, everything's the same. Okie dokie. CD first. Place the valve. We can start the oil flow. Bam! Sounds like a party. And then the lights are up here in the battery back. Boom. Boom. It is the same song. Get out of here. Oh my god, it's literally the same. It's like 90s. Kind of grungy. Take it out. Oh. It's honestly hilarious that the CD needs to be part of it. And was like, I'm wearing a helmet just in case. Kabam! Run like a boot! I won't dawdle this time because I know there's nothing to dawdle for. Excuse you. Oh, why didn't I hit you? It would help to aim. Bam! Taken out, baby. Oh! The music ended quicker than it did last time, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's a change.
She'll be in trouble. Better hurry.
Oh, yes, yes, that's right. She's being attacked in the garage. Hopefully she's ready with that nail gun or something, you know what I mean? Hopefully she learned her lesson. And, knew to prevent it. You know what I mean? Miss Ma'am? Doesn't sound...
Emma!
Oh, whoa there! Woo! Ow, come on.
This is not the bad thing!
Sirs, you're
Nothing.
very close. Bam! Oh. What the fuck? Sir, ow. Sir. Why? Just blew him to hell. I don't know why the crossbow aims weird for me. Maybe it's...
How many more of these guys are there?
quite a lot.
Just keep your head down!
Don't worry about it. Oh, the Hydra guy. That's better. Oh, yeah. Ow. I'm doing piss poor today. Alright, this is probably better. Because he's going to 4 guys. Woohoo, baby! Yeah. Bye, bitch! Woo! Those guys are fun. I like that they split. But it's easy to know that they just split into 4 each and then
It's okay.
they're
It's
one
safe
shot.
now.
One shot kills now. Hello, ma'am. So let's not do what you did last time and don't leave. You know what I mean? Just, oh, hang on 1 second. Let's refill everything because that's awesome. Miss ma'am?
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
Sorry.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it.
Hey!
I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put.
Hey!
I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Yay!
Good. It doesn't have to
Being
happen
smart.
exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Honestly. Girl, get yourself a flashlight and a gun. In case you haven't noticed, it's kind of helping me out here. Alright. Coolio. Oh, hello. What the heck?
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
What? But we did it right this time. What the fuck? Well, that's rude. She literally, even she was like, what? Not like these. Man, we have players. We need flashbangs. Man, that's rude as fuck. Alright, I'm gonna go into not the hotel rooms that I need to go to. I can't open that one? Okay, so I can't just go in all of them. Okay. Well, this one had a page in it at the end here. Okay. But I have the master key. Why can't I go to all of them? It would make me feel better to loot everything.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Literally. And he does it so uncomfortable too. He's like right up to the camera. And he's like just being creepy and shit. Flare gun ammo. Hell yeah. So that's everything in here. So that's interesting that they're kind of making you go to different hotel rooms at this point. So I wonder if it was by design that I didn't get to them all. Very interesting. Because this is the one that I need to go in. Because that one has the... Is it page? Where? It's in here. This one? Yeah, not the dead guy.
Alice and
Ooh,
Barry,
so many.
my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life. And they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Well, they're very opposite people. It is really interesting that she... I mean, it's good. I mean, it means that she loves Alan enough to overlook her own tastes, you know, in order to deal with Barry. And then same thing with Barry, that he loves Alan enough and is his business partner enough to stay put in that regard, and stay by Alan's side despite not liking the woman that he married. So we're missing like 2 pages. Oh, we're so close. Whoa, actually, hang on. 14 of 21. Oh no, there's more. Ah, there we go. I was like, wait a second, because it looked like for a second we were only missing 2, and I was like, I could go run around and find stuff. Oh man, look at that. Damn. Okay, well, for the sake of progress, we move forward. Hello, dead man. How's it going? Can I explore anything else in your room before I loot your corpse of the key that I need? Damn, what'd you do to your bedroom, sir? Or your closet? Nothing we can do. Got the keys. On we go to the next part. So this is really interesting.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny.
Especially when it repeats.
Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Well, I would still argue that, well, I don't know. That is very interesting because Alan is writing the story, but he's not entirely in charge because Mr. Scratch can set it back or change it and make it more difficult.
Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get more of the message. So maybe each time we get more of the message, and by the 3rd act of the game we get the full message.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
So, yeah, I was gonna say, can we just go get it? Like, from the get-go. It's in her car. And she's gonna be like, hi, I kind of remember you. But also, holy shit! Fuck. Ah, excuse you! Oh, he threw a... Bye, bitch! Bam! I was like, who hit me? But they got closer. Okay. Interesting. Can we go in here? Oh, we can!
Oh,
Yeah,
praise
baby.
be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again.
Literally, Pat.
I feel genuinely
Pat.
touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air.
You suck, Eddie!
Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Nothing after that. Oh, Eddie, we love you. Ignore the haters. There's a page over where? Over here. Something's gonna kill
As a
me.
storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed.
Oof.
The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Few seem to. It becomes very difficult to keep that up. Who's coming for? Oh! Oh, hello, buddy. Bye, bitch. I got the crossbow of light, motherfucker. And that shit's fucking way overpowered when all you need is light to destroy these big guys, man. It's awesome. There's a cache back here. I remember from last time. I feel like it was just moments ago. page. I did not find this last time.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. That kind of implies that something bad happened to him. Wait. Did we not read this one?
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Oh, so that's the projection booth one. I don't know why it's here, though. Oh, I guess it's just... Well, no, because... Yeah, why is it in this section? But I guess that's... Because that's the page that we get to do the drive and ending. I wonder if I found that, or if that was just given to us, or maybe that was the thing that we pulled from the printer. And maybe we'll give us a new time and date. Hello? Oh! Bye, bitch! See ya! Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh, hey! How's it going? It's kind of funny, they're like firefighter types this time. I actually technically need to go to the other side. Because her car is on the other side. But can't hurt to explore, I suppose. But we do... Excuse me, where? I see nothing. Okay, I will see you guys on the other side of the parking lot. Whoa, hello, never mind. Yeah, baby. Bye. Nice. Aw, you fucker. Bye. Rude. Alright, now I will see you guys over at the other parking lot. Got some friends. Oh, you fucker. What's up, bitch? Yeah! Taken out. Deliveries. Alright.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh. A serial killer. My dark half.
Hey!
Brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
My dark half is a reference to Stephen King, The Dark Half. So that's interesting. So that kind of confirms a little bit what I thought and kind of had seen and heard and all that jazz about Mr. Scratch. So he's all of the negative things people know about Alan, including, I would say, also made up of Alan's demons and negative thoughts about himself. And they're literally made real. That's very cool. I actually really like that idea of a enemy that is made from all of the bad versions of oneself. Ooh, hunting rifle. Yeah, why not? I'm not really married to the Magnum. The Magnum's not amazing. Oh, hello. Magnum's not amazing. Like, I kind of want it to be like a bang, you know, like a really like big bang, like the hand cannon. But I think ultimately, when we get, if I do find the automated weapon, it's more fun to shoot, so I probably might go back to that. Although the steady one is fine.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
So I guess it's like those of you that know can change things, which is very interesting. The other places where reality wears thin and there's sort of other places like Cauldron Lake, I'm forgetting the vocabulary for it for some reason right now. Control is a game that actually explores that a little bit more further. Her car is different place than last time. Because wasn't it like over more that way? It definitely wasn't like this. Something different. We're finding many more pages than we did before because we didn't find almost any pages last time.
The darkness
here.
rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
This we know. It is interesting to me, and I'm sure that it can be read a number of ways, but because Alan Wake is so cyclical and compiles upon itself in different ways, the metaphors and the motifs of light and dark, I wonder if Alice's fear of darkness, obviously that comes from just continuing the theme, right, of light and dark. Oh boy. But I also wonder if there is something to be said about how... Wait a second. Oh, it replaced... Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Hi, friends. So these guys don't really need light so much as they just need a shot. Get out of here, sir. I wonder if I want my crossbow. I realized it was replacing the wrong one. If it was gonna replace the Magnum, that would have been better. But I guess it is a long gun. Long guns replace long guns. What was I saying? Alice's fear of the dark. I wonder if it kind of does. Whoa, hello. I wonder if it does relate that we take on her fear of the dark. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. Sir, ow, I dodged too early. Sir. So I noticed that the shot for the crossbow shoots a little bit to the right of where I point. It's fine. I was just getting used to it. I think that's why I've been missing so much, because I'm so used to the flashlight being like the direct point. Also, it moves maybe a tad slower than a bullet, obviously. But yeah, so I wonder if it is kind of another like cyclical thing that we take on Alice's fear of the dark and fight it with light. And sort of like, did that come first and help inspire the story and the loopholes? Or did the darkness and the taken all and stuff come first? This is where the car was. I'm a bit spazzy in thought tonight, guys. So this is where her car was. Yeah, in the visitor parking. Oh, well, visitor, I guess. Okay, employees. I was wondering why she was in the visitor parking, but I suppose it's in the same spot. That is interesting that her car moved, though. But we do know that they did remember. So, like Emma, for example, remembered this all happening before. So perhaps it's the same for... Well, I'm sure it's the same, exactly. Sirs? For our Doc Meadows over here. But... make your form back. Bye! I hope that he explodes into birds as well. There's a page in the back of the truck. Yeah, there's a page in the back of the truck.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is art influenced by life, or does life influence art? And that's kind of what I was trying to get at with Alice's fear of the dark, right? Does like the taken and the dark presence and darkness versus light come from that? And like that's because where her fear comes from, because dark versus evil, dark being evil, light being good, and light fighting the darkness, or did her fear of the dark influence Alan's writing and thoughts when he was creating something like this? Hello?
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you.
Nope.
Is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
You parked
Thanks.
your car in a different spot. Were you perhaps remembering that this has been done before and tripping out about it as a scientist? I bet you are. Oh boy. Oh god. What
I
now?
know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic.
Sir.
I want you to understand that.
Oh.
Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic.
Alright, Joker, calm down. With your array.
Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one now. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me.
Oh. I'll take notes, shall I?
I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot.
Oh.
You know, the messy
I
jobs.
thought that was the axe. Or the saw.
Ah, I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
Reference.
Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Ooh. Sick burn there, buddy. Fucking rude! Mr. Scratch. We can't both be fucking hacks. Hey, I was a good writer.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
Well, wouldn't you know?
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
She's like, are you? Beam me up, Scotty. I'll add my own references. Pop that in there like I work here. Yep. Hacha.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling.
Don't start it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal.
Great.
That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Peace.
Before you go, If you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in a rush to, like, secure the coolant so that this shit didn't happen as worse as it did last time. But okay, I'm coming. I like you to talk. I also like the free ammo and refills and batteries and shit that I get. So, you know, twist my arm, I get some extra stuff. Get to talk to a fancy doctor lady. Ma'am?
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
Yes.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
I was gonna say,
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
We're both delusional.
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
True.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
She goes back to work. Okay, bye. I'll just, I'll go do the thing then that we wanted to both go do, right? Send me down, Doc. Thank you. Secure the primary pipes. Just the primary one, so it gets faster every time we do this. Because we only had to retrieve 1 item instead of 3, with a little bit of extra pizzazz from the monsters about. And it looks like we only have to deal with 1 pipe as well. So that's very interesting. Alright, fuckers. Lay hands off the coolant. And there was a page over here I saw? Yeah, there is. So this makes so much more sense. Because we have 16 pages, but we are picking up so much more. I get it the last time around.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
It's true. On all accounts. Ooh. So there's only 5 pages missing. I'm keeping my eyes peeled on the mini-map for like the little tiny, they flash very quickly, little question marks. I would think the primary pipe would be the one that's like directly outside the thing, but I suppose not. I guess it's this big thing. Hello? Oh. Ow. Ow. Fuck off. Bye. The fact that that's just a one-shot kill no matter what enemy it is. Ow. Bruh. Bye. Oh. Oh, hello. Quite a lot of you. Whoa. Did that darkness thing? And the darkness thing got him. See, I didn't get him. Where is he? Where's the big guy with the things who's chucking things, sir? Fuck are you, man? I got a crossbow arrow with your name on it.
These beams hate the light, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Oh, please. There's a man chucking things, but I suppose he's gone. Can you turn on the lights?
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Oh, fun. Oh. Not the home improvement. Not the van. Uh-oh. Oh, they're taking cars. Poltergeist. Not the pipes. Oh, please. I just fixed that pipe.
I guess they didn't like that.
Could my arrow work against poltergeist activity? Because that would be hilarious. Return to the dock. I'm gonna restock on our thing though, since it's back. The fact that we can just endlessly refill with that stuff is kind of insane. Also, the crossbow, I definitely think is... I mean, so far, it's the best weapon, period. Because you don't even need the extra added flashlight breaking a shield, because it automatically does it. So, oh, wow.
It's trying to kill me.
All right, Lord of the Rings, calm down. Woo. Dude, that door almost took me out. So, okay, the arrows don't work here. Ooh, hey there. Bye, bitch. Studio. Oh, wow, that was straight up my whole life right there. Bye. I suppose. Oh, okay, it's just everything. It's a bit futile then. That's okay. Ooh, they're coming for me. Bye. Oh, I suppose I should have done it this way. Ow, dick. See how it's not quite on the beam? That's what's throwing me, I think, with the crossbow. I got it now, though. It's taking me a while to figure out what the fuck. Sir. So his darkness bombs attack. Where are you? Oh, you are. Bye. They can actually hurt the other Taken, which is interesting. It's interesting to me that darkness can hurt other darkness. Because it's the same thing in Alan Wake, the dark puddles of goo or whatever. Ooh, they can hurt the other Taken as well. Bam! Okay, that was on the flashlight. Sometimes. Bye, bitch. Sometimes. Nice. It's not lined up. I do wish you could expand the map and look into like a bigger map. I wonder if that's something they're gonna do in Alan Wake, because like I wonder if, kind of like Resident Evil, if you brush past something or walk past something, it would maybe mark it a little bit, so that it would make it easier to go find things later. Like,
It's working. Please, come up here.
yes ma'am, where the other pages would be, so that you don't have to just kind of search blindly. We'll find out. Ma'am, I'm excited to find out what more of this message is. I think the last time that page for the projection booth
Find the
must have been
signal?
it, so.
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that makes... It's kind of... I have questions, though. Why does the printout of the stars or whatever that you're reading come out as a book page?
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation.
Yes.
Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story.
Literally.
I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Which is this?
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I've fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
I like being the writer of the story and kind of writing this whole thing into existence and, you know, little things. I love his little breath. He's like, and then we gotta keep going.
Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
Written, even.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some
Dream a
superpowers?
little bigger, darling.
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Okay, we'll finish the conversation, then I have thoughts.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
She's a scientist.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
She also doesn't believe you. Okay, a quick aside here. So, he's saying that your actions are your own, that you're a free will, not character in this thing that he's writing, but that contradicts the idea of destiny. Destiny is about putting yourself on a specific path. I mean, I guess it would really be if you determine destiny is the same thing as fate. Fate would mean that there is a very deterministic outcome. Destiny would just kind of implies that things are meant to happen this way. So free will, the idea between destiny and free will is that you can basically do your side quests all you want, but you will eventually end at the same point. And fate determines what that point would be and what the outcome is. So it's interesting that Alan kind of thinks of his characters as basically manipulated by their own decisions and choices, influenced by the reality that he writes, but ultimately their fate is still sort of their own free will. He will write their ending, so there is a fate which he is gliding over, but the destiny is sort of like, you can do whatever, but you're going to end up here anyway. But the other thing that I really wanted to talk about, the thing I really want to talk about is the trickiness of becoming the author. So this is where you kind of go into the time-altering problems that you get when you give characters so much power. Because this would be my question as well, is like, why not just write yourself bigger advantages? And you can make it make sense in the story if you're writing it. I mean, it can adhere to drama, plot, time, and things like that. Like, you know, Alan is only human, so to give him superpowers kind of seems, you know, maybe out of character. But you can write conveniences for yourself, right? Like all of your weapons come equipped with a flashlight, or all of them act like the crossbow do. Like, there are things that he could do to make himself OP. I mean, it seems like that is a little bit of the case because we do have so much power, so much ammo everywhere, always. So that definitely seems like part of it. But, you know, it's the Inception thing. Like, why don't you dream of, like, a tank and just roll everything over with light? You know what I mean? Like, which just shoots gigantic light bombs everywhere. Or why don't you write that, like, all of the Taken are, you know, in different or weaker or something like that. I don't know. As he grows stronger, the more things he picks up, the more things he accomplishes, the more powerful he gets. Like, there are ways to kind of skirt this, like, logic of drama, because there's, like, supernatural things already exist in this world, so it's kind of like things at that point, I don't know, you would add things that doesn't necessarily make it less true or less true to character or stories, because you're already asking characters and readers and entertainers to you're already asking for a suspension of belief there that's already, you know, there's a Groundhog Day reality that's mind-bending and world-altering. Like, that's already a high bar. And then the last thing I'm gonna say is that, like, it kind of gets tricky because it's the same conundrum of being able to go back in time. It's like, why not just go back in time and end things before they start, where the trouble starts and things like that. You have the butterfly effect, sure, but, like, you know, it's kind of, it gets into, like, these tricky bits of, like, well, why can't you just write that, you know, the loophole is that he finds a way out of reality, ends up writes out Mr. Scratch and things like that. So I think there's more to it, that Mr. Scratch can probably manipulate things back because he's also part of Alan, maybe has the same talents as well, so just in a negative way. But there's definitely, like, this is, you run the risk anyway of things not quite fitting anymore, and that your suspension of belief becomes challenged because, you know, you start going, okay, but if he's so powerful, why can't this, why can't that, right? And if you don't have a clear answer to those things, it gets messy for story writing. But I'm glad that at least in Alan Wake, they're trying to say that he must adhere to the genre that he's in and must stay to a degree within realism. So that's why he can't just be like Superman of light and just have, like, you know, all powerful things. But we'll see. It's getting risky. We're getting a little trouble here with rewriting reality.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
To the drive-in we go, holding back darkness. So I'm gonna read that piece of paper first when we get here, because I didn't realize we had that. When we did the drive-in projection booth the first time, I was like...
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Let's hope. But yeah, last time I was in the projector booth and they're like, all right, set your time and place to all of these things, and it's the end of summer, and I was like, where did this page come from? I did not realize that I had picked it up, so let's read it. It's in the observatory, which is kind of odd.
The film noir poster reminded me of Alex Casey, the detective's cool exterior never cracking even with the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had been turned off, except for the lone spotlight which illuminated the bright red fire extinguisher on the wall.
Ooh. Okay, so that's the new reality fragment. Interesting. I kind of am enjoying, and oh my god, I can't talk. I'm very much enjoying the Groundhog Day effect because it makes it feel familiar yet different in a way.
Serena's probably out of her mind again, but I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
Yes, we have to pick up the generator key. We have to unfortunately interact with her as all weird again. But I'm enjoying, like, it's the same settings over and over again, so it kind of makes me know, okay, I already been here, I know what this is, I know where that is. That's less like what's going on and more like, okay, let's go here, let's explore, let's experiment more as if it were a new game plus, and I'm enjoying that like kind of mode.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Which would be like his loopholes, maybe to add more ammo, to be more prepared, things like that. Things that like he's maybe didn't write explicitly, but is implying that he knows what he's doing as the character and the protagonist of the story, as well as the writer. I wonder though, with music, if lyrics obviously play a big role in that, because the our lovely old gods, they do their thing.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
This is
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
Bam.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun.
I wouldn't bother, man.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. You should sit down.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Ooh, she's like possessed by darkness. Last time you were more sympathetic to her, like if there's anything inside her, and he's like just like, yep, fuck it, shut up. He's like not even gonna deal with that. Honestly, I wouldn't even talk to her. Would just, I don't know, ignore her. It's very odd.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
You rock.
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
Or perhaps we're just a twisted reflection of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Whoa.
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
It just cuts off. That was weird. Why would the narrator of Night Springs come in? I was expecting Mr. Scratch to be in there and be like, yeah, fuck it all up. Your fate's in my hands. I'll rewrite what the writer is writing and fuck it all up and shred it to bits. But it's really odd, even more so that the narrator of Night Springs, our Rod Serling type, just kind of took over there and like possessed, not Pat, Mr. Eddie something. He's just not Pat to me. I know him as Pat. Oh.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Oh, hello. The answer is no. That's right, he's here. Like, here. So is there anything over here? The pages tend to be near things. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, they tend to be like near items, like cars and buildings. They don't tend to be like hidden. So let's go get to the souvenirs. Is that a spider? Huh, goodbye. Sawdust. Yeah! Oh yeah. I'm excited for that one. Okay, that ammo just changes. Okay, I'll take it. So it changes to the like whatever gun you have. So like it doesn't particularly matter. That's definitely a very interesting aspect of it. But I like the idea. I like that we're bringing in fate, because that's kind of what I was talking about back at the observatory, right? There's a difference between destiny and fate. They haven't yet talked about that. Hello. Oh yeah, see that's the kaboom we want. Yeah, baby. All right, just take that. Woo! Any friends? Oh hi. Bye. That's the kaboom we like. I like a kaboom, as the Magnum wasn't doing it for me. The sawed-off shotgun, though, that's nice. And the crossbow, honestly, so far is still the greatest thing in the game. I don't know if that's gonna get challenged. Like, I think that's gonna remain firmly still the best gun in the game. Weapon. It's not really a gun, it's a crossbow.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
We're getting deep now. I think this is one of my favorite pages so far, because I think this is the most true to life, because it's really just about balance. It kind of reminds me of it reminds me of a great many things, but one of my favorite random pop culture moments that kind of discussed this topic was in oddly Supernatural. Like, I wouldn't necessarily call that show like deep, but it had deep moments and deep overarching themes. But there was a great episode where the 4 horsemen and plagues come and they have to battle it and all this jazz, but everyone's affected by the curses. It's particularly famine, because everybody's like striving for something, whether it's attention, whether it's love, whether it's literal hunger, things like that. And the way that they interpreted that horseman, that monster, was very interesting. Hello? Oh, hello. But what I really enjoyed about... Hello. Oh, sirs. Ow, ow, yep. You do that. Enjoy that. Flashy, bye. What I enjoyed about that episode was that everybody was affected by famine, except for the main character. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Except for Dean. We're trying to get space between us. Sir. Yeah, probably bet better. The crossbow takes a minute to reload. Everybody in that episode is affected except for the main character, Dean. And the reason that he's unaffected by famine is because he says, I'm well fed. And the way he interprets that is he says, I don't really want for anything. If he wants sex, he goes to get it. If he wants a burger, he goes to eat it. He doesn't really restrict himself, because he just maintains a good balance of all the things that he wants within reason. And I think that's pretty true. You see people that struggle with a lot of things, it's usually because they're ooh, that's not good. We're trying to be deep and they're fucking throwing cars at us. But yeah, I mean, you guys get the point. It's very interesting. Oh man, you guys. Where's that big boy? Oh, that was rude. Bye. You guys get the idea though, right? That striving for balance. Bye, bitch. Yeah. Is better than striving for perfection, because there really is no such thing as perfection, and it's kind of just striving to be, you know, happy in ways that like make it work for you in all the different ways. I see a page in the distance. We're going to get it. And I'm losing my deep thoughts that I had and trying to play and talk at the same time. But I think you guys probably get it. But I appreciate that a game like this tackles such deep thoughts. You know what I mean?
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
And I think about that last page as well, and it goes to this one too, is that like I love that Alan is learning the balance of it. Comes from, he says, I learned that I can take control of my life in Bright Falls. I learned that if I lean too dark in my thoughts, that it'll drag me down, and he learned that in the dark place. And like that goes, you know, it's all just, it's perfectly cyclical, right? Bright Falls, and he learns the good things, the control, the power, the capabilities that he has, his worth, and his the power that he can take, right, and control. And then in the dark place, he learns what the bad things can do, right? It's cleverly made. It's well crafted. It's the motifs and themes and metaphors. This game is so good at that. Oh god, not another one of these TVs. Mr. Scratch, what are we up to now? Oh.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now.
He feeds on that darkness.
So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
He's a good enemy. Like, he's a good psychological enemy. The fact that he's everything that Alan is, right? In face, in visually, right? Like, he looks like Alan, he speaks like Alan. Like, there's something really horrifying to think that, like, someone like that can, I gotta go this way, take over. But that also lends to the metaphor, right? That something that dark, the dark version of you could take the driver's seat, right? And ruin everything that you have. And I think that's very much a part of the themes of Alan Wake. This episode's so deep. I don't mean to get deep, I'm just interested in unpacking the literature and the themes that we come across. I love it though, it's very cool. Is there a page back here? No. Alright, what's different about this, I wonder?
Oh. Like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Sure. To not use the little crossbow again, but I was realizing I was like, maybe I should save the crossbow for bigger guys, although we get so much ammo. Again, it's like, does it ever really matter? We'll reach the same destiny anyway. Not the crossbow, but I would love an assault rifle. I think the sawed-off shotgun or the pump-action shotgun so far are my favorite. Although the ow, the SMG, was it, the automated weapon in the beginning? That one was also very fun. Those are my favorites so far. Is there a page this way? Seems like it. Not open yet. Okay, I'll go the long way around. So it doesn't seem to be different this way. Oh, there's spiders though. Ah, is that different? That's not open. Ruh-roh. Spiders. Little friends, you gonna swarm me? So far, nothing. I do have the flare gun. I guess I should technically use it. Nothing so far. Suspiciously easy.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Okay. I appreciate getting to learn a little bit more about the characters themselves. They get like a mini bio page, which is cool because that's definitely something that you would find in a book. The quick introductions to characters, and you find it in all things that have characters, from film to radio plays, stories, books. Aha! I mean, I know there's gonna be a little showdown, but I'm surprised that nothing's coming for me just yet. Might as well restock. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, flashbang. No. Alright. Yeah, it's this. Oh, no, it's different. Red on both sides, green in the middle. Okay. Just the one. Aha, army of spiders. Well, that's not great. Oh, it doesn't reach. Hi. Is there one on this side? Slowly. Oh. Bye. They like crawl so slow. And the fact that you can get both of them with one flashlight thing. A little crazy. I'm surprised they don't get shocked by the electricity. I suppose I should be careful of that as well. I almost walked right into one. Come on. Alright. So we don't even bother to go back to her, which is kind of hilarious. I actually love that. Because, like, why bother with her, you know? Alright. There's a page behind me. I think it's back where we need to exit. What the hell? Oh, hello. Does it get him? It does. Keep running. Is there another guy? Yeah. What? I see you crawling over there. Oh. Hello. Also, I just noticed. Excuse you. I just noticed this about the flashlight. My beam gets smaller the more battery is wasted. That's actually very cool. I don't know why I didn't notice that before, but I didn't. I love-y the details. It's so cool that this game got like such a huge update in such a, I mean, honestly, short amount of time. I mean, that's only 2 years since the original game had come out. There is a page straight back. Here. Yay, we're finding things.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place, as long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
I love that it's like literally and figuratively, as most things are with Alan Wake, right? Being in a dark place in your mind, in life, right? And also quite literally the dark place. I love that. It's just, it's so well done, well crafted. And kudos to the people who wrote Alan Wake, because that's very hard to keep straight. Especially when you start adding in all of the...
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop,
you still lose.
Sucker.
Oh. Oh. No. Oh, okay. I dodged too shitty. Ah! He took it. That's hilarious. Bye. The little guy took the shot. That was great. Thank you. If you die, you lose. Well, hopefully we don't lose by the end of this round. Although, since I know there's one more act, maybe we get set back one more time, or maybe everything changes. I love it. The little subtle changes. But kudos to the writers that did this, because introducing all of the very, you know, overarching, you know, themes that Alan is both the writer and the protagonist, but also the victim. Here we go! Like, that's very hard to do and keep track of and everything. I'm busy. Woo, hi! face, sir. Hello, friends. They get so close, especially the little guys. You're like, I need some space. Especially to shoot my weapon. My crossbow. Alright, we got healed. We have to find the spikes, right? Are they in different places this time? Seem to be. Maybe not. They grew out of the ground last time. Yeah, there we go. Hello. With guys. Ugh. Bye, bitch. Is there a guy behind me? No. Bye. Ooh, that got him too. Nice. Nice. Just trot over here. Don't mind me. And then there's one on the other side. Got them both. Boom. Yeah, baby. And to the back. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Woo! I was like, should I shoot the little guy? I also love all of the different uses of light that they find, like the lighthouse that literally emits light, but a projector also emits an immense amount of light. I think that's very thoughtful of all the things that they found to represent light. I see lots of shiny things. Might as well restock. But now we have to reset reality. Let's see what happens. I'm very curious to know.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I
Hello.
don't have the whole thing. But maybe it's enough.
It's definitely not, if it's not the whole thing. Oh, I can't leave. I was just, as soon as I entered, I realized we didn't go back to talk to the lady. I'm sure it's just a dialogue thing, but I wonder if it's like a secret achievement option type of thing. Late at night, summer was almost over. There was a film noir poster visible and a spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. So it's the same list, but a little bit longer. So August. Late at night, we want 2 a.m. Bam. We want to change the poster. Not Tom. Goodbye, Tom. Hey, that's mine. Alex Casey. Is there anything else in here before we flip the last thing? I don't think so. So that's the spotlight then. And the red fire extinguisher is on the wall. Over there. Yep.
It's not enough.
Oh no, we going back.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over.
Never.
This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
He just waits out. He doesn't even bother. Because the first time he was like, where are you? Show yourself. Oh, okay, we're back here. Waking up. Back to the beginning. So okay.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures.
It is very much a Twilight Zone episode 2 for the refolding thing. As
Each
well as
time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Yeah, it does. Okay, well, this is obviously a good place to leave it. I now understand. I understand the act structure. Is it sinking? It's sinking! The cabin! It's sinking! Up, goodbye! It's going down into the depths. Can we save it? Oh, it's stuck. Oh, nope, it's going. It's all the way. Yep. Down to the tippy top. Goodbye. Down to the depths. Say hi to, Tom the diver. Oh, yep. And it's gone. I don't know why that was entertaining, but it was. I understand the 3-act structure now. Because I was like, at the beginning, where we ended it last time, I was just kind of hoping for the best, that it would be like, that was the end. Because it doesn't really tell you, like, okay, this is the end. But it makes much more sense now that we revisit each area. And each area is its own piece to the puzzle to get from obviously one to the other, to not only unfold the mystery, but to understand more of the details of the mystery. And that each of them are 3-act structures within a larger chapter. And so now we did it once, we did it twice, we have almost the full piece. This last time will be the full signal that we get, and hopefully we can use it to rewrite reality, but also maybe exit this place, this trap that we're in. It does not seem to be the dark place. It does not seem to be Bright Falls. So we're somewhere in kind of a liminal space, almost like a purgatory, where we just kind of keep doing the same thing. And trapped by Mr. Scratch, but no longer trapped because we know how the trap works and are finding a way out. So it's very interesting. I'm loving the differences that we go through and we change it, because the first time I played through it, I was like, oh man, we did so much, we went through so many areas, like how does the rest of this story go? And it was interesting. We land right back here and we have to do it again, but it's the same but different. Kind of like the game, honestly, as itself. It seems to be the theme, like the same but different. It's Alan Wake, but it's not. It's the same game mechanics that you know, but it's not. Just a little bit different. I love it. It's very cool. I'm very much digging the story this time around, knowing that each thing is kind of like a puzzle piece and that we have to just kind of know the differences each time around. I'm kind of surprised that playing the same thing over and over again isn't bothersome, but that is very much a gamer thing. I don't know. It feels like, again, like I said at the beginning, it feels like getting to play New Game Plus without having to start like a whole new game. You know, I wonder if that's still in here. I'm sure. And it looks like there's an arcade mode and stuff, but like it gives it that feeling of like, okay, I already know what to do. I already know what's going on. So how can I change it? How can I fuck around? How can I like have more fun with it? So I'm kind of really enjoying that aspect of it, and it's really interesting not only for the story but also for gameplay. So I hope you guys are having the same feeling as I am. And we got a little deep in this episode, a little philosophical in this episode. I hope you guys don't mind. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We will return to Alan Wake American Nightmare for the 3rd and final act, and hopefully vanquish Mr. Scratch's trap. Maybe not Mr. Scratch himself, but we will find out as we go, and we will see the conclusion of American Nightmare. And I think Nightmare is pretty apt because this whole world is very dreamlike, and it's not a good one because we're always in trouble and peril, even though we are the hero of the story and we will get out and we will triumph. But the Nightmare is still an apt name. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you then for the finale of American Nightmare. Goodbye!